You're listening to Inklings of Insight. Vulnerability increases connections. I think something that could be helpful is to approach it from that vulnerable place instead, where it's like, I'm not necessarily bringing something to you. I'm just showing you who I am and how I'm trying to get through my experience, because we're all trying to get through an experience. And I think a lot of this intolerance has come from a place of defensiveness. You're not on my side. You don't accept who I am. So there's a wall that immediately goes up because there's no vulnerability there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. And I mean, I think people we don't tolerate each other. It's like you can only be this and this only. If you're not that, then I'm not with you. But I mean, we think about life. If you think about Christ's lessons on earth, he taught us about tolerance. I mean, to the highest degree you can ever imagine. Like, I mean, the people that he hung around with and the stories that we hear about in the Bible, it was such that he did not hang out in the church. Not like he was going to church every Sabbath. That's one thing that I've always argued. That whenever he went to church, there was an event that he was going to in the synagogue. Otherwise, he spent his time out there in the community. You know, with the people that were the least of these. The male Magadlins and fishermen and stuff like that. I mean, if they say if you think about a fisherman, maybe sometimes we think about them as these people that were saints. They are not saints. I mean, fishermen are not the like we're not the nicest of people, or at least we're not to be the nicest of people. I mean, if they say somebody, if there's this idiom that you kiss like a sailor, so you get to see right there.
Right, 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 right,
That
right,
is- this is not the coolest people, but that's who he chose to be. He chose the IRS to be his buddy, Matthew.
right,
I mean,
right,
so
right,
we
right.
think about that, like I mean, it's just this one time, brother Vincent Yati, he wrote that like if Jesus Christ was on earth, you think like you would be chosen for any position in the church board. And the consensus on Facebook was like, nah, he would not be.
Yeah,
He was too volatile a creature that they probably would have censured him and disfellowshipped him for having his feet washed by Mary McGadley. How dare would you let that lady wash your feet? You know. So yeah,
yeah, yeah, for sure,
interesting.
for sure. He's a paragon for vulnerability,
Oh
um,
yeah.
and it makes it easier to follow him because of that. Thank you for listening to Inklings of Insight.